So with schools getting shut down for longer and longer periods of time, you might be thinking down the road a bit and about advocacy for your program or just for music in general. You've been probably looking for as many ways as you can to stay relevant during this time, and you've gone well above and beyond to make sure that your students are still productive and still playing their instruments. That's when you come across one of these, a Brady Bunch style video like this. Simply put, it's called a virtual concert, where musicians play parts of a song separately and then compile them with some software to present the song as being performed as one. At first glance, this seems like the answer to all of our problems, as many of us will be canceling concerts in the upcoming months due to the coronavirus. Unfortunately though, there are some reasons why this solution might be unrealistic, unfair, and might actually get you into a bit of trouble. So today we're going to go over 4 reasons why virtual concerts maybe shouldn't be considered for your program. The first and most important reason I think virtual concerts should be avoided has to do with student equity. During the current situation, it is critical that all teachers ensure that students have equal access to your teaching. This might be different from normal. People who are still working at this time are probably doing it from home, and families experiencing financial hardship might have limited availability of electronic devices, such as computers and Chromebooks. Many students may also be without solid recording equipment or a quiet space to record and practice at this time. The idea that some students would be left out of this process due to these circumstances might be devastating to them, and for that reason alone, I don't believe that a virtual concert is a good solution for your program. The second reason you might want to look past a virtual concert is that navigating the copyright laws and media releases required to make one can be very difficult. When you purchase a piece of music for your school ensemble, you're only purchasing the right to perform it, not in most cases to record it. Recording music requires a mechanical license, which is something the copyright holder has to grant you. Even if you do secure one of these mechanical licenses, you'll need to go a step further. If you're going to be putting it into a video format, you don't only need a mechanical license, but you need what's called a sync license. Without these licenses, you may be leaving yourself open and your school open to legal trouble down the road. Another important consideration is the student media release. When producing a video that shows all of your students' faces, possibly in their homes, there are certain privacy issues that might arise from the release of a virtual concert video. Once a video is made, it can be easily shared freely with little or no control, and this can leave you open to all kinds of liability, therefore should be approached with caution or just avoided entirely. Next, we need to talk about the back-end considerations. Anyone who's tried to record a band knows that it can be a very tricky business. Ensuring that everybody plays in time, everyone's in tune, and that the overall blend and balance of an ensemble is adequate can be incredibly difficult even under the best of circumstances. Multiply that times possibly hundreds of students in a band program, and you might have the recipe for a huge workload and a disaster. This is especially important to remember if you don't already have an expertise in the technical aspect of recording and mixing. During this time where resources are limited and students might not be the most motivated, it's important that we do everything we can to avoid setting them up for failure. The last reason why we shouldn't put too much emphasis on virtual concerts is simple. It largely removes the human element from music. It's important to remember that what we do in the band room every day is not just about the music. It's about students, often from different grades and backgrounds, coming together with the common goal of creating something great. It's about the people in the hallways who stop and glance through the window to hear the amazing music or the progress that your band is making. Band, at the heart, is a social activity, and the magic is in the relationship and the presence of all the people involved in creating great music. Although we can't be close to each other right now, it's important that we respect this aspect of what we do and plan to get on our feet as quickly as possible when we're back in the band room. So, if virtual concerts aren't the best idea, what can you do instead? Well, the first thing you can do is fill in the gaps. So many times throughout my years, I've always thought about the things that we had to skip or shorten to make concerts happen. As a director, I like to put my students' musicianship first. However, the demands of a busy concert schedule in the spring usually becomes the priority, and students miss many fundamentals that would better their instrumental development. This is also a great time to get your students listening. Active listening to your instrument and to other ensembles can have huge benefits, and due to the time crunch, many of us don't always expose our instruments to other amazing music. This is a perfect opportunity to continue to develop student interest and taste in many different styles of music. You could create a library of YouTube links for students to listen to and engage them in Google Classroom discussions about what they like and what they don't like. The more they listen to, the better they will develop their ears and understanding of music. Lastly, you could spend some time planning for the future. Although the spring of 2020 might be lost, a new game will hopefully be starting in September. Start conversations with your administration now about possible options for postponing concerts to a time when we're all allowed out again. You can invite back your senior members and celebrate your victory with the hard work you've already done. There would be no better reminder that music has always been one of the great arts to bring people together. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and if so, please like and subscribe to our channel, where we regularly release play-along videos to help your students self-assess at home and continue to improve on their instrument. If you have any suggestions for future content, or have any other tips on how we can continue to be successful band directors during this crazy time, please leave a comment below. I've been Matt from Concert Band Central. Thanks for watching.